Have you ever felt stuck in a cycle of negativity that you just can't break free from? Or maybe you find yourself surrounded by people or habits that drain your energy, leaving you exhausted and stagnant. You're not alone, and there's a good chance that hidden habits are pulling your vibrations down without you even realizing it. But can you identify what's holding you back from feeling better? Today, we're revealing 10 shocking facts about low vibration habits and the types of people that keep you trapped. By the end of this video, you'll be able to identify these energy thieves and learn powerful strategies to kick them out of your life for good. The first bad habit we're going to address is putting things off. That's right, we're talking about procrastination. This involves delaying your tasks and duties, which often ends up causing stress, guilt, and missed opportunities. Think of procrastination as junk food. It feels good while you're indulging, but you pay the price afterward with a stomachache. The main reasons why people procrastinate are usually a mix of lack of discipline and motivation or fear of stepping into something new. Remember what Charles Dickens said, "Never do tomorrow what you can do today." Procrastination steals your time, and in the spiritual world, it's seen as a resistance to growth and change. This resistance keeps you stuck exactly where you are, instead of moving forward towards something better. To overcome this habit, it's essential that you embrace change. Life is always changing, your job, your environment, everything. If you get scared and lose hope when things change, you'll end up draining your energy. What you need to do is stay open to new possibilities and never fear change. Additionally, practicing mindfulness is key. This means staying focused on the present moment. When you're truly in the now, you won't fear change. It helps you tackle any task head-on, keeping your vibrations high and your spirit energized. Another low vibration habit is the endless train of complaints. Yes, that's right. Some people get so caught up in complaining about everything that goes wrong that they never take a step towards resolving things or simply enjoying the good moments in life. And you know what else? This only sucks up all the energy that could be better spent finding solutions or just enjoying the good times in life. This habit traps them in a negative cycle, blinding them to the beauty and opportunities that are all around them. On your spiritual path, letting go of the habit of complaining is crucial because it opens the flow of positive vibrations and boosts both your spiritual and personal growth. Let's quote a historical gem here, as Winston Churchill once said, "A pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity, an optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty." Now, shifting from complaining to embracing gratitude is like flipping a switch, going from darkness to light. When you start practicing gratitude, all those things you used to complain about suddenly start making sense. You begin to see challenges not as obstacles but as opportunities to grow. But how do you practice gratitude? Simple, take a moment each day to count your blessings. It can be something small, like being grateful for a sunny day or a good cup of coffee. Reflecting on what's good in your life makes the bad seem less overwhelming. In fact, if you're someone who complains a lot, shifting your focus to gratitude can massively increase your positive energy, which in turn boosts your spiritual and personal growth. And if you're dealing with others who are stuck in complaint mode, recognize their low vibrations and set some boundaries to protect your own energy. That way, you won't be dragged down by their negativity. Fear is one of the heaviest emotions you can carry, and it keeps you stuck like a stone in your pocket. Imagine someone who is always afraid, whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or simply anxiety about the unknown. This kind of constant fear marks a person trapped in low energy. Remember, fear acts like an anchor, preventing you from reaching your potential. As the wise Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face." Fear is not just an emotion, it's a thief. It steals your happiness, your peace, and drains your energy. When you let fear rule your life, you're basically handing over your keys to a thief, allowing it to take away your joy and opportunities. Imagine you're walking down a path full of gold coins, but because you're afraid of what's ahead, you never bend down to pick them up. That's what constant fear does. It blinds you to the opportunities the universe is offering. You end up not trusting yourself or the universal plan, always afraid to grasp the chances that could change your life. But here's what you need to hear: the universe isn't against you. It's like an old wise friend who knows exactly what you need and when you need it. The key is to accept these gifts with confidence, not with fear. Think of it this way: if you keep your hand closed because you're afraid of losing what's inside, you'll never be able to grab anything new. Letting go of fear is like opening a window in a stuffy room. Suddenly, everything changes, and you can breathe again. You align more closely with your true self and the divine, finding peace and spiritual fulfillment. Think about that incident or person that still makes your blood boil. You might be carrying that anger around like extra weight in your backpack. What you might not realize is that this anger is a chain keeping you stuck on your path to spiritual growth. Holding on to old grudges is a trait of someone trapped in low energy vibrations. Reflect on this idea from Confucius: to be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Your anger doesn't hurt the other person, but it poisons you from the inside. Holding on to grudges fills you with bitterness and resentment, weighing down your spirit with heavy, low-energy emotions. It's not just a mental burden, it wears you down physically as well. Imagine being locked in a dark room, holding a bag of rotten food. That's what grudges do. They keep you locked away from the light, holding on to something that only makes you sick. In spiritual terms, holding on to grudges is like putting a lock on the pipeline of your heart, blocking the flow of love and compassion and building walls around your heart. It's crucial to cultivate forgiveness, which doesn't show weakness, but strength. As Martin Luther King Jr. once said, forgiveness is not an occasional act, it is a constant attitude. Forgiving doesn't mean you're doing it for the other person, it's for you. By forgiving, you open that locked door, throw away that rotten bag, and step into fresh air, freeing your heart and spirit for greater things. So, choose to let go, release the grudges, free your heart. When you do, you'll find that your energy is no longer wasted on past hurts but invested in your spiritual journey and healing. Holding on to a victim mentality is like sitting in a locked room with the key in your pocket. People trapped in this mentality believe that life just happens to them. They see themselves as permanent victims, destined for hardship, convinced they can't change their fate. This belief is a heavy chain that blinds them to their own mistakes and traps them in a cycle of helplessness. But here's a bombshell truth: you're not just a spectator in your life. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If you believe you're a victim, you'll live like one. However, when you see yourself as the author of your story, you begin to write new chapters. Think of it this way: if you believe you're just a leaf in the wind, you'll drift aimlessly. But if you see yourself as the wind itself, you can direct where you go. This shift in perspective is important because it unlocks the powerful law of attraction, a universal principle that you can use to shape your reality. Picture this: instead of seeing doors closing, you start noticing windows opening. By focusing your thoughts on what you want, you align your energy to attract exactly those things. It's like setting your sails to catch the wind. Suddenly, you're not drifting, you're sailing toward your dreams. Letting go of the victim label allows you to tap into an infinite reservoir of potential and divine energy. Embrace this power. Use it not just to impact your path but to create the path you desire. When you shift from victim to victor, you open your life to infinite possibilities, boosting your confidence and paving the way for peace and clarity. You've probably heard the saying that too much of anything is simply too much. This can be about food, binge-watching TV shows, or any other small pleasure in life. But when you overindulge in these pleasures, especially during tough times, it's a sign of low energy levels. When life gets tough, it's normal to want to escape reality. Many try to numb their worries by diving deep into these distractions. It may feel good momentarily, but overdoing these activities throws both your mind and body out of balance. Overindulging in these comforts not only harms your body and mind but also destroys your spiritual path. Living a life of moderation and simplicity is essential on this journey. However, if you're always seeking more than you need, especially when times are tough, you build a life of excess, not balance. This pulls you away from your inner self, your true goals, and the spiritual energy that guides you. You end up feeling lost and hopeless. Benjamin Franklin wisely pointed out, "Beware of little expenses, a small leak will sink a great ship." In tough times, instead of seeking temporary solutions through pleasures, seek calm and peace through spiritual practices like meditation or prayer. These practices help quiet the mind and deeply focus on your inner self and the spiritual energy around you. Connecting with your deeper purpose and the divine, you discover true peace and clarity, even when life presents challenges. Let go of excess, embrace simplicity, and find your path to true spiritual fulfillment. Gossip is another heavy weight that drags your spirit down. It's easy to fall into the trap of talking about others, sharing negativity, or even making up lies just for fun. But here's the harsh truth: gossip is a mirror reflecting our own insecurities and low self-esteem, both deeply rooted in low vibrations. Imagine you're at a gathering where the conversation shifts to someone who's not present. It may seem harmless, a bit of fun, but in reality, it shows a lack of depth. As Socrates taught, strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. When you gossip, you're not just talking about others, you're revealing a smallness within yourself. And gossip doesn't just harm those being talked about, it poisons your own environment and can ruin friendships. Think of it as pouring dirty water into your own glass. Eventually, you're the one who has to drink it. Moreover, every minute spent gossiping is a minute stolen from your own growth and spiritual progress. In the spiritual realm, gossip is believed to lower your energy because it focuses your attention on others' flaws instead of developing your own growth and self-improvement. Imagine yourself as a garden. You could be cultivating beautiful flowers, thoughts that elevate and enrich your life. But instead, the weeds of gossip grow, choking out the vibrant life you could be cultivating. To truly advance on your spiritual journey, it's important that you step away from gossip. Focus on yourself, delve into your own flaws, and dedicate yourself to self-improvement. There's a river of wisdom and energy flowing within you. Tap into that source, cultivate compassion and empathy instead of spreading stories. Think about this: everyone is fighting their own battles. It's our duty to be understanding, not to make their struggles harder with gossip. Imagine if every time you talk to yourself, you were putting yourself down. That's the daily reality for those stuck in a routine of negative self-talk and paralyzing doubts. This is more than just being hard on yourself, it's like you're programming your mind for failure. Think of it this way: if you always say you can't run a mile, your legs will never prove otherwise. Think about how powerful your thoughts are. If you focus on your flaws and limitations, you're setting yourself up to live them. The law of attraction isn't just a catchy phrase, it's real. Feed it positivity, and you'll see positive results. Feed it negativity, and you'll find yourself in a downward spiral. Now let's flip the script. Instead of telling yourself you're destined to fail, what if you encouraged yourself the way you would a friend? Positive affirmations are your secret weapon. They're like seeds you plant that grow into the fruits of success and happiness. Make this a daily habit. Affirm your strengths and goals. Simple words like, "I am capable," or "I am successful," can transform your mindset. Changing this pattern is like clearing a blocked stream. Suddenly, the water flows, life flourishes, and everything around you thrives. Your energy shifts, you start moving towards your goals, and you begin to attract good things. To break free from the chains of doubt, actively engage in positive self-talk. Write down your affirmations, say them out loud, repeat them every day, and watch how they transform your life. Remember, as Henry Ford once said, whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Choose to believe that you can. Jealousy and envy are like weeds in the garden of your life. They grow in the soil of doubt and the harmful habit of constantly comparing yourself to others. Living with these feelings can cloud your vision, making you bitter and unable to recognize your own unique qualities and blessings. Think of it this way: imagine you're at a concert, so focused on someone else's better seat that you can't enjoy the music. That's what envy does. It fixes your eyes on what others have, making you blind to your own blessings. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. By focusing on jealousy, you create invisible walls that block the flow of positivity and abundance in your life. It's essential, on your spiritual path, to let go of these heavy cloaks of envy and jealousy. As we mentioned earlier, one effective way to do this is by practicing gratitude. Gratitude is like sunlight, it nourishes your spirit and helps you grow beyond the shadows of envy. We all have our unique paths, talents, and purposes on our spiritual journeys. Appreciating this uniqueness is vital. It's about realizing that trying to mirror someone else's life is like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It just doesn't work. Embracing your true self is another important step. This means living authentically in a world full of expectations and social pressures. It's not easy, but it's incredibly liberating. Living authentically aligns your actions with your inner truths, promoting deep peace and satisfaction, without the constant need to measure yourself against those around you. Self-care often gets a bad rap, seen as either a luxury or selfishness. But think of it this way: if you're running on empty, how can you help anyone else? It's like trying to fill cups with an empty pitcher. It just doesn't work. Many people get stuck in low energy by neglecting their own needs while putting all their efforts into others. Henry David Thoreau once noted, "I love to be alone. I never found a companion that was so companionable as solitude." This highlights that taking time for yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. Without taking care of your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being, your energy tank runs dry, and your journey, both personal and spiritual, stalls. Neglecting self-care is a sign that you don't value yourself enough to honor your needs. This is a big mistake on the spiritual path. Loving and caring for yourself is as crucial as breathing. You can't elevate your vibrations or deeply connect with your inner wisdom if you're exhausted. Start with small steps, dedicate time every day to your physical, emotional, and spiritual needs. It could be something simple like a quiet morning coffee, a walk in nature, or meditation. As these habits become regular, you'll notice that your energy not only returns but multiplies. You'll feel more connected to yourself and the divine energy within you, ready to face life's challenges with a renewed spirit and a stronger soul. As we conclude, remember this: embracing your higher self means letting go of low vibrations like fear and neglect. Your life is a precious journey, and you deserve to live it fully, filled with positive energy, love, and self-respect. By doing so, you align with the flow of the universe, opening doors to infinite possibilities and deep fulfillment. Take control today, don't let fear hold you back. Make self-care a non-negotiable part of your routine. When you do, you'll elevate your own spirit and inspire those around you to do the same. Together, we can raise our vibrations and create a life full of joy, peace, and success. If you found value in this video, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Remember, the power to transform your life is in your hands.